Welcome to this part 3 of 3 of this East vs West 3 prediction series. If you have not purchased the pay-per-view yet, please do so now from the link in the description. It is a $14 pay-per-view, well worth your money. Awesome 13 super matches, and Engin Terzi is going to be strict against Pirates teams just like the last time, so you will not be able to see the matches for at least 2, 3, 4 days. I don't know how long. So if you want to watch them live without any spoilers, please purchase the pay-per-view and support the sport. If we keep on buying these pay-per-views, the sport is going to benefit in the long run. People like Engin Terzi are going to continue these awesome events. So with that being said, let's start with the first match. Todd Hutchings versus IRAKLI ZIRAKASHVILI. One of the most anticipated and one of the most difficult matches to predict on this card. Why the most anticipated? Because yes, people are excited about other matches as well, but about this match everyone is like, can IRAKLI beat Todd Hutchings? And some people are like, can Todd Hutchings beat IRAKLI? But Todd is definitely the favorite guy to win this match, and experience versus youth. So how do I see this match going? As I've already said, really difficult to predict this match. Todd Hutchings beating IRAKLI, it would not surprise me at all. IRAKLI beating Todd Hutchings would surprise me a little bit, but if IRAKLI is able to get 1 pin or 2 pins on Todd, I will not be surprised at all. This can definitely happen. Todd Hutchings lost to Zoloev. Other than that, he has been on a good tier. Corey West and many other guys, because all of them were hook arm wrestlers. We need to understand, yes, Chanshaw was a top roller, but Chanshaw is not at the top elite level yet. And the top roller, although Zoloev is also not a top roller, but he did beat Todd Hutchings. And IRAKLI ZIRAKASHVILI is a top roller. So if IRAKLI is able to pin Todd twice, I will not be surprised at all. But does he have the endurance to do that 3 times? This is the big question. And IRAKLI, we have not seen him compete at this 100 plus kg body weight. We have just not seen it. He competed when he was around 90 kg last year against Sasha Andreev, and he lost that match. So that's it for IRAKLI. So this is the most obvious reason which is leading people to believe why they should put their money on Todd Hutchings, because of experience, because of exposure, and because of proven track record. So Todd lost to Zoloev because Zoloev went with his cup pronation straight sideways. That weird sound. So that's why he lost to him. IRAKLI never goes straight sideways. He goes with his hammer curl, back pressure, then adds a slight cup, then hits sideways. So is it going to be enough to beat Todd Hutchings? I don't think so. Maybe for 1, and may also be for 2 rounds. That may also be sufficient for 2 rounds, but definitely not 3 rounds. I'm going to go with Todd Hutchings in this match. Should I say 3-1 or 3-2? Let's give IRAKLI the benefit of doubt and let's say 3 pins to 2. My prediction is Toddzilla. So I think he's going to be able to take Todd's hand for sure, without any doubt, with his back pressure, and he is going to finish him at least once. I do think so. But he will eventually gas out. His pronator will burn. He will be stuck in a position like this inside the straps, and he's not going to do that 3 times to Todd Hutchings. This is my prediction. And Todd Hutchings makes a huge mistake that can cost him this match as well, because he comes forward trying to catch people. He did that mistake against Zoloev as well. And I know that he's an experienced arm wrestler, but at that East versus West first event, even beginners were like, Todd, please go backwards, hit straight back. Devon has been criticizing Todd for that moment, even till date. He's still criticizing him for not going backwards for the slip and trying to prove something to catch him without the straps. And I think Todd Hutchings may make this mistake once again. But we saw against Chanshaw that Todd went back for the slip in the first round. So maybe Todd has learned his lesson, but I'm not so sure that if Todd is going to go back all the rounds. Maybe if he makes that mistake trying to catch IRAKLI, he's going to get pinned for sure, without any doubt. But let's see how that goes. Arif ARTYOM versus Krasimir Kostadinov. Arif has never lost to Krasimir, and I do not have any reason to believe that he's going to lose this time. So my prediction is going to be 3-0 Arif ARTYOM based on 2 factors. Number 1, he knows how to beat him. Number 2, he's much bigger in size, about 150 kilos, and Krasimir is only 104 kilos. And actually there is a third reason as well. He already knows how to beat him. He's explosive. I think I repeated that reason. He's really explosive. We have seen that from Arif, and Krasimir is not an explosive guy. So based on speed as well, Krasi I think is going to lose that match. Krasimir did tell us that in the after pulls once he was able to beat Arif Artem, but even then he was able to beat only if he slowed down, only if he was able to stop him. So even in the after pulls, Arif was beating Krasimir for quite some time, then Krasi started beating him. So I don't think it is going to end well for Krasimir. And let's move on to the next match, Marcio Barboza versus Tobias SPORRONG. Tobias has a stronger left arm. His coach about a couple of months ago said that his left is about 30% stronger. I'm not sure if that statement was about that time only or it has always been the case with him. Let's assume that it has not always been the case with him. So his left is still about 15-20% stronger than his right arm. We have seen how his left works. We have seen how his right works as well against Alex Cordacha. Alex speaks really highly of him. But I think Marcio's experience is going to be way too much for him. And Tobias is going to be explosive in round 1, faster than Marcio. Marcio may end up having a couple of fouls and losing that round, but I think Marcio is going to come back and win this match 3-1. Final match, Matt Mask versus Prudnik. This I believe is one of the mismatches on this card. There are 2-3 mismatches. This is one of them. And I think Prudnik is going to control him. Prudnik is going to control Matt Mask everywhere. Maybe not in round 1, but definitely in round 2 and round 3. And Prudnik was really hilarious. He was telling Matt in the press conference that he's going to let Matt take his wrist like this and do some wrist flexion exercises after that, so that he can at least get a workout out of this match. So I don't think this is realistic, but definitely I think Prudnik is going to be way too much for Matt Mask. Round 1, I think Matt is going to be able to take his wrist slightly, but he won't be able to finish the match. And after that, I think Prudnik is going to control center and he is going to control Matt's hand. These are my predictions. Again, haven't subscribed to the channel? Do so right now. Otherwise, we will just keep on meeting in the YouTube algorithm feeds. Or please purchase the pay-per-view. Or that or was a Hindi word, or not or. So which means and. So please purchase the pay-per-view. Subscribe. Bye-bye.